questions, because I know a lot of you guys still have questions about everything that happened 4 months ago. I do want to...
Welcome back, my delinquents. The VTuber Kage is back after a 2 months plus hiatus. I'm not familiar with the VTuber Kage. He got in some hot water a few months ago, same with his crew or tuber team, the Mofongo Boys. After being involved in the doxing and harassment of the VTuber Kenji with other people such as Dove and a few others. He has come back, not as a VTuber at the moment, but streaming with a webcam. I'll show some clips of that in a second. And this has really gotten the internet in a bit of a tizzy about him just popping back up. But if you've been around the block with VTuber apologies and cancellations, this isn't very uncommon. A lot of people take the leaving for life a bit more loosely than others. And it's usually very common for them to just take a break and hope everything ties down. Before we go into the video, a little bit of a stream and stuff like that, I do want to say here that this situation has calmed down. I don't think anyone should talk to Kenji or any of the participants, as I'm going to show some tweets from people saying they just want this to go away and they don't want to be mentioned in it any longer. He can do his career, just don't bring them up. Keep them out of their mouths. I have to agree with this. Kage has taken a break, he has removed himself from the Mofongo Boys, and at the very least, I feel like we should give the benefit of the doubt if he's going to make a change here and move on for everyone involved. And that's why I wanted to make a comment on this video. I wanted to comment about him coming back, and this is the only time, unless he gets in trouble again, which I'm just going to say, Kage, stay out of trouble. That's all I'm going to say on that. Just stay out of trouble. And that's why, we did two videos on it, well, two about Kenji and one about Kage's apology. I just wanted to say the little drama about him coming back, it's kind of expected. Most people do come back after a couple months because they build their life around these careers. They may not actually have any backups for it, so they feel the need, they have to come back. I would say that he comes back with a bit more of an apology and mainly goes into fan art and fan works and about his fans, so it's not like anything crazy that happens. But I do think I agree with the comments from other people that were involved in this drama that it's better just to let him have his second chance, per se, move on. That's between them if they want to ignore him, and it's between other people if they want him back in the VTubing community, or if he changes to a webcam. Realistically, this is his chance. He can try and redeem himself and gain back maybe his audience. It doesn't need to be a huge thing. I'm not saying be naive of the situation, but it's okay to just go, well, he's back. Stay out of trouble. No one's forgetting what you did, but it's okay to try and redeem yourself on these things. Just stay the frick out of trouble and you'll be fine. So let's get into some of these responses. So the first time this has come across my feed was on August 16th. So around 3 days ago, people put up that there was updates to Kage's, to some other things, and I think he streamed 2 days or 3 days ago too, so it was around the same time he started streaming again. And it has turned into a lot of people bringing it up and saying, oh, I can't believe he's like back. But a lot of people don't know who this is, and I really think it shows how fast-paced the internet is. Even though the Mofongo Boys were quite a big part of VTubing for a bit there, like for a good 6 months, a lot of people are still like, who are these guys? Because that's just how fast the internet moves and how quickly you can become irrelevant most of the time. I feel like if you're a VTuber even watching this, not particularly just a viewer, it's a good ego check that in 6 months you can be completely irrelevant and don't get a big head, which I think is a good lesson. But also that when things are solved, that you can just move on. And Oliver, who was the editor that was involved in the original drama of the situation of Kage, Dove, and Dox Kenji, go watch those other videos. I will link them. If you want to know more details about that, came out saying, just leave my name out of your fucking mouth, dude, because I think he brought up the drama again in the stream, and how he's sorry, etc., but he's coming back. And he pops in a clip.
A pimple.
The
and it's
old clip
often
of him.
painful. Dude, I look like I got face fucked by a mosquito. And it's itchy. Is this considered as rape or something? Like, I didn't ask for consent. Yo, thank you for the follow, welcome. Like, I didn't ask for that. Like, and it's often painful. Dude, I look like I got face.
Which is like the legendary clip that he got him to edit that was inappropriate and stuff like that. But it wasn't the only thing he got in trouble for, obviously. That was just a little thing on there why Oliver stopped editing for him. Because there was like an idea that Kenji made Oliver stop editing for him. for Kage, but it was really just he was uncomfortable with some of the things he was requesting to be edited. So, yeah, but he's just mainly saying he's back, just keep his name out of his mouth, which is completely fair. A lot of people just want to move on from this situation, and I think that is the wise thing to do here. And honestly, after all this time, my mind still thinks his name is Cage, not Kage. My brain does not work it out like that, okay? Yes, he has lost some followers since then, and yes, it was 3 days ago he streamed, which he did like an hour and 40-minute stream here, which you can check out on his page, etc. I'm not linking to it because I won't link to someone who was in the negative situations. You know who he is, and up to you if you think he can redeem himself in these situations. Yes.
Because I know a lot of you guys still have questions about everything that happened 4 months ago. I do want to clarify.
4 months ago. I was thinking it was like 2 months ago. Man, time does fly. It was like 4 months ago that he stopped streaming.
On one big misinformation that I've been hearing throughout my 4 months is that people thought I was in that other group chat doing, part of that doxing, which
is a hotly debated one because there are clips of screenshots going around of that he was in that group because Dove talks about doxing or something and he has a reply in there. I'm not sure on that. We're not going to go into this and pull this out again. Some people say he is lying in this here, but this is mainly just to the fact that he is back. And if you up to you to decide if he's lying or not, or if he's still kind of class, or he's actually trying to change.
If I could go back in time, I would definitely try to undo this for sure. Ollie did not deserve all of this at all. 21 right now. I have to go. Yeah, I'll definitely re-upload it. I'll put it on my VODs channel as well. How are you and the guys? Are you guys chill or no? I think for me, I'm just like let him do his own thing. Because like we pretty chill, I would say. And I'm letting the boys. So the thing is, like, I'm letting the boys do their own thing. Because like I don't want to, force myself to get back to them. They want to, like, me again. If they want to like hang again, I don't want to force them to do that to me. So I want to just wait and see if they're willing to accept me. Going back to VTubing or no? At the moment, probably not. Just because I know the community probably, I don't know. I feel like the community, especially on Twitter, would not want me back. As well as like,
I accidentally clicked it there because I was going to just show some highlights of this situation. He does really focus on Ollie again instead of Kenji, the situation there, because the biggest problem is what he did to Kenji and the pettiness there. And then he brings up the Mofongo boys again, and that big controversy in there, if you haven't watched the videos, was that Phoenix kind of defended Kage and didn't cut him off when he was doing these things, and he seems to still be in contact. So it's another thing for bringing Phoenix into it again, but a lot of people kind of ignored Phoenix in that situation. So again, that's up for personal interpretation of what you think of this situation. And yeah, I think if he thinks it's calmed down enough, it does seem like he's ampy that he could return to VTubing. And if not, he's going to be a normal streamer. I think more common than you think, I'm just going to say in here. There's a lot of VTubers that were like cancelled, aren't welcome in the VTuber space, and they just become popular in real life streamers, like Facecam. They just leave the community, take the clout they got from there after screwing a bunch of people over. There was quite a few instances of this, unfortunately. A lot of VTubers just become normal streamers after they've been, like, disgraced. I don't know if that's the right word, per se, but after they, like, burn all the bridges, they come back like this. So I'm not super surprised they might be doing it like this. But I'm not going to go into conspiracy theories of this. This is more just he's back. Make your choices yourself. If you think he can redeem himself, or you think this is just coming back so he can revamp up his community, I have no idea. I'm not psychic, but I think it's just for the best to ignore it. It's like, ignore that he's back if you don't like him, and it's up to you, because I think everyone just wants to move on. Kenji, the ex-Mofongo boys, be it ones that were involved, that weren't involved, and lots of other people. He wasn't the biggest ringleader in this. Dove was. It's probably best just to keep him out of the VTuber space for now, and just let everyone move on their life. So, but I wanted to update on this just because it's been going around. But let me know, guys, what do you think in the comments below. This is a short video, and I just wanted to give you a bit of a, this is what's happening, this is some information, and don't be rabid. But to be fair, most of you guys in my comments, I think, is pretty chill, and I'm pretty impressed by that. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. A lot of you guys are really level-headed about this kind of stuff. And I'll catch you in the next video. My delinquents. Yes, and this will be posted at a random time because it's just a random update. Okay, guys, have a great night, and I'll catch you next time. My delinquents. You got this, bestie.